Oh no, buddy. Only 4%. That's terrible. That's terrible. At least you're getting the game, though. At least you're downloading an awesome game. It will be worth the wait. It will be worth the wait. Now, what are you talking about, Sinister? You're gonna get the game in December? I thought you were already playing for some reason. You seemed knowledgeable. I suppose just watching a bunch of streams will get you there, though. If you've been watching streams longer than I've been playing, you probably know a lot more than me.
Foolish talk makes me grumpy. You won't like it. Keep your voice down. I had too much to drink last night.
It's not my fault you had too much to drink last night. Keep your voice down. Oh, waiting for PS4 release. I think I knew that about you. You filthy console gamer, you. Although I hear that PS4 is pretty fucking badass. I was actually eyeballing it myself in the Best Buy the other day. I was like, that's a pretty slick little set. You know, if I didn't already have a computer hooked up, I would like... But I mean, you know, and the... Yeah, PC Master Race, blah, you know, but it's... God, it takes... The console gamers are at a distinct advantage because they can just plug their shit in and go. They can box everything up in like 2 minutes, run to their buddy's house, hook it up in 2 minutes, and go. Like, you know... And yeah, you know, if you're skilled enough to build your own PC, you can do about the same thing. But you're spending a lot more time building your operating system and installing games. Filthy ogre console peasants. You know, but consoles these days are badass hardware. I mean, yeah, you can go build a much better computer than the Xbox One or the PS4. And I hear the PS4 is a little bit better hardware than the Xbox, but both of them are like, they're badass. They're overkill for the games that are coming out for them right now, and I'd like to have one. I have a flat panel big television, bigger than my monitors here, that I don't use. I don't have anything hooked up to it but a Chromecast that every once in a while sees some Netflix, but I don't know. I would buy myself 2 really badass, cutting edge, modern generation video cards before I bought a console, but that's because I'm already so invested in my PC hardware. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that Sinister, that's probably related more to your internet speed. But that is impressive that the PS4 can take that large of a game, utilize your entire, every ounce of your bandwidth to download it and install it that fast. That's pretty impressive. You got to be happy about that. Now, what they probably did, Sony is usually pretty smart about that stuff, is you download it as a zip file that's much, much smaller. You know, they might have packed that into like a 15, 20 gig, zip file of some sort, which then decompressed and installed. But still, I mean, yeah, games are huge these days, and you gotta have fast internet. Fast internet. I don't know what you'd do. I don't know how you'd live without that. Single-threaded processor? I don't know if you can find those. I mean, you can find them, but they don't make them anymore, because, like, you need something to do with, and although a lot of my professional career was in IT, technical support roles, network engineering and such, I'm not terribly versed on this specific topic of CPU architecture, and because we've moved into the era of 64-bit operating systems, which requires multi-threading, or not, multiple core processing, and the hardware's different now. You don't even find a single core processor in a phone anymore. Not one with a touchscreen, anyway. But yeah, that would be your issue, is if you've got a single core processor, it's going to be so old you're not going to be able to run the modern operating systems on it. If you go back to like Windows XP would probably work, but that's going to be, or the smart thing to do, if you're that tech savvy where you're building your own single core machine, you're probably going to put a Linux distro on it. I want to get one of those little Raspberry Pis, maybe a few of them. You can do some fun stuff with those.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. But the beauty of that is that you can designate now. I mean, a lot of this is at the software level, utilizing your cores properly is still in development and works better on some apps than others. But in theory, you could be running this app on this core, this app on this core, this game on that one. Depending on how much resources each app requires. Oh, you got one. What do you do? Anything cool with it? What you got it doing? Do you got it like folding proteins for Stanford 24/7, or like anything cool? I like that folding at home. Go to, I think it's just stanford.edu or Google folding at home. And they run it. You can download a protein folding simulator. It's actually the world's largest, most powerful supercomputer because of the distributed processing network that you become a part of when you install that software, and you're sharing all the protein folding data with Stanford to run in their big simulator. And so everybody around the world shares their data on the protein folding, and it's good for posterity, you know, for science. Oh. So can you, I bet you could do anything with those LEDs then. Just a matter of telling them what to do. Have them do patterns and stuff.
We have something important to discuss, but not
Yeah, that's kind of, you know, they're like, it sounds like what you get them for. Like a lot of schools, you know, get them for kids to play with and learn computer science projects. But that'd be fun, you know, just have a little... That's what it looks like to me, is a hobby device. Something to have fun with. Play around with. Learn something. Blythe. It's a Blythe.
I found you. I don't know how many people I've met have been torn apart by these cultists and
Yeah.
their creatures.
Yeah, not for like... That's not something that you're going to walk into Best Buy and they're going to try to sell to you. That's... You got to already know what it is and be interested in computer science.
Looking for an important rock.
Here, have a rudimentary computer on a tiny, tiny board. You can throw it in your pocket, but it'll do a lot of stuff. It essentially will do anything, it just doesn't have a tremendous amount of processing power to do it.
Needed to defeat Angoth. I would have remained by her side, but she just disappeared. I told Commander...
But I just like the idea of having a computer, you know, something that's like I just keep in my bag, keep in my backpack, and wherever I'm at, if I got a keyboard and mouse and a screen, I could just plug that thing in and it's got Wi-Fi and could just be my little travel Linux machine. Pull it out at the, you know, pop it into the monitor at the guest computer in the hotel or whatever. And I have all my bookmarks and all my passwords in there, and
books and scrolls, even when the fighting
much web browsing as if I were in the comfort of my own home.
Otherwise, she was oblivious.
Alienware Aura case. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The case I got now is a giant thermal take monstrosity. The MK1 or something. MK something. It's just giant. It's a full ATX case, but I only got it because it's got a hard drive dock right in the top. You can just drop hard drives right in there. It's fantastic for helping people with tech support issues. I can just pull their hard drive out, pop it in my machine, see what the issue is.